prevails.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
In a world where misinformation runs rampant, one show stands apart from the rest. Get ready to embrace the truth as we bring you the most hard-hitting stories and unveil the real facts. Welcome to Hard Facts.
I am Mary Okon, and this is Hard Facts, where we separate truth from fiction. We're passionate about the hard-hitting stories that matter. Get ready to challenge your perception and discover the real world. Let's dive deep into the issues that affect our communities, revealing the untold stories and giving you a voice. No sensationalism, no bias, just raw, unadulterated truth. I am committed to delivering news without compromise. Hard facts as we know them, when we know them, and how they affect you. Every Monday through to Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. This will be your most authentic news experience starting now on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Well, let's talk. It's 6 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour, and this is where we prioritize talk. Welcome to Hard Facts. My name is Mary Okon. From now till 6. Today there's going to be, a slight change in, our programming because, today Nigeria will be playing at the AFCON. I'm sure a lot of people are excited. Some other people like me have their reservations. But of course, the show will be interrupted at 5:45 to start off the proceedings before the match in itself proper. But until then, we're going to make sure that you have the best of programming, the best conversation, talk, and the biggest news stories, and making sure that we talk about the issues that concern you and the ones that you want us to talk about. Welcome to the show. It's time for us to look at the big stories for today.
Credible journalism, bridging the gap between people and those in authority. With Hard Facts, you are sure to get only the facts.
Tune in to Hard Facts with Marianne Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, on the big three stories for today, I'm going to start with stop illegal payment of ransom to kidnappers, says Badaru. I'm going to give you some background into that one. Our second big story for today says Ibadan explosion. Residents blame Malian illegal miners as federal government probes the blast. Okay. Well, the big question is, of course, these miners, these ones that they know, because there's some that the government is going to say we don't know them. We don't know where they're operating from, but they're operating in our backyards. Will they be made to face the law? At least let it send a message across to the others who think that this is, a come one, come all, free for all playground when it comes to mining. Will that be done? Also, Mieti Allah is in the news. Mieti Allah is saying that they're going to be, in fact, what am I saying? They have unveiled a 1,144-man outfit to tackle bandits. Yes, Mieti Allah. Is it legal for Mieti Allah to have a security outfit? We'll talk about that. Also, something I just needed to bring in. Reps have begun probing 59 MDAs over COVID-19 funds. Well, thanks to the Better Edu probe now, it's going to be uncovering more probes. But then the intent behind the probes and whether we can follow through is the other question. One last story. River State is back in the news. I know. Well, Fubara has confirmed, the House of Assembly has reconfirmed former commissioners who actually themselves resigned from the cabinet. I thought they didn't want to be there anymore, but then the assembly, who we now call illegal because a court had said that, look, these guys, your seats are vacant. Those people are saying, look, we're confirming, bow and go. And I'm really wondering to myself, If Fuba is sitting back and letting this happen, could he be the one also plotting his own downfall? These are the big stories for today. I cannot wait to hear what you have to say about all of them. Join the conversation. 0700 993 993 993. That's 0700 993 993 993. If you're a lady, call 020 1465 7190. That's 020 1465 7190. You can join the conversation. We're live. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info. We are on YouTube live, Nigeria Info FM 99.3. Go ahead, join the conversation. If you're watching, post your comment. We'll also be allowing you join the conversation via Skype because we're also allowing you outsiders to enjoy and be part of the conversation. Chime in by calling Skype or Nigeria Info FM on Skype. In a bit, I will give you some more background into some of these big stories, but there they are. I'd like to hear from you. Don't forget, you've got 60 seconds. Turn down the volume of your radio set and let's talk. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is Queen Obianju. Okay, I'm
Obianju, do call me back if you can. Apologies for that. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon, Maria.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good to speak with you. I've been trying to call the line over weeks.
Oh, sorry about that, but
but
thank God you're here. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes, the first story is the issue of paying ransom. The first question we need to ask the government is, do you provide the security that is needed to protect the people of this country? When these people are being kidnapped, do you want their loved ones to watch and, then get killed? Of course, they will go and pay the kidnappers the ransom. But you are the government. You're there. You're not doing anything. The security you promised to provide, you're not providing security. Why did these people get kidnapped in the first place?
Okay.
You're not doing the right thing. The problem I have with this country is we are not proactive.
Okay. All right.
We are not proactive.
Thank you very much. Your 60 seconds is over. I appreciate it. Moses is calling us from Ilupeju. Hello, Moses. Hello. All right, Moses, do call us back if you can. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Marianne.
Hello.
Yes, my name is Michael.
Hi, Michael. Michael, you need to turn off your radio, please.
I've done so.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so the first one about the kidnapping, what government is saying in a safe environment is right. The more you give ransom to kidnappers, the more first thing, it becomes rampant and all that. But one fact is this: if they can solve the unemployment, the economic situation, it will go down naturally. Let me just touch on the governor of Rivers State. I don't think he's naive. I don't think he doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know many people that have taken on Wiki and got away with it. The jury is still out, but I have a feeling he knows what he's doing. Let's watch it. My popcorn, my Coca-Cola is here. I'm watching with the rest of Nigerians. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. All right. Let's take a few more of your thoughts. Robert is calling us. Hello, Robert.
Madam, good afternoon.
Professor Robert.
Thank you, my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Miriam, those who say ransom should not be paid for kidnappers, are you there?
I'm listening.
I don't support them because this issue, it's not their wish to pay that ransom. But, okay, look at the story we heard now, the last one, that a family was kidnapped and they released the father. And only for them to kill the goddaughter and increase the money. If somebody is such in a situation, those who are making this statement, they are protected now. They are with heavy police protection. It is also the federal government should fight. They should find a lasting solution to this kidnapping issue. That is just the solution, not to say if your family is kidnapped, why won't you pay ransom? You pay ransom now. You find every means to make sure that they are released. So it's a wrong statement. Thank you.
All right, Robert. Thank you very much for calling. I'll take another call. Emeka is calling us. Hello, Emeka. Good afternoon.
Hello, Marianne Okon. A beautiful afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Don't pay ransom. Yes. But what is the alternative? If you are holding on to my, God forbid, a relative or a friend or a child, and you say I should not pay ransom, what alternative does the government have? Are they going to go after those people? Have they been able to release the list of the sponsors of terrorism in this country? Have they been able to go after them? In similar clients, you could even use that ransom to trace those kidnappers. You could use the ransom, get to their destination, and decimate them. But that is not the case here. So I don't know what they're talking about. You a double case of double standard or what, or just being confused. I shouldn't pay ransom, so what? What do I do? Wait and allow your family member to be killed? And for the governor of Rivers State, just pray he knows what he's doing. Because I keep asking, what are we practicing in Nigeria? Is it constitutional democracy or what? If you have the camp, your seat has been vacated. So I don't even understand. The scenario that's playing out in Rivers State is one that beats the imagination of the sanest of minds. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Emeka. Let me go into the stories in detail, okay? Just allow me to give you some background. Let's start with the Badon explosion. Apparently, residents of Adeyi Avenue in Bodija, Ibadan, your state, have blamed Malian illegal miners for explosion that rocked the ancient city on Tuesday. Now, the explosion left at least, as we know, 3 persons dead, scores of others injured. As at today, 5 people have died and property worth billions of naira has been destroyed. Now, this is just as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Wednesday, that's yesterday, called on the relevant government agencies to fish out and punish those responsible for what he called reckless behavior that triggered the devastating blast in Ibadan. Now, this was as he expressed sadness over the incident and called it worrisome. So we also hear that government officials have been able to arrest some persons. Will these people, or are these people even the right persons? Because if the residents are pointing to certain people who they think are from Mali, please, can we make sure of it? And this is an appeal going out not to just the governor, but this is an appeal to the people of Oyo State to put pressure on the government to make sure that they use these people to set an example so that they know it's not business as usual. But then, is there that will to make it happen? Or is it just, we're just doing this so that we can calm frayed nerves and so that the people who lost their lives will not feel like, oh. But can we make sure of it that this doesn't happen again? And maybe this will be the beginning of dealing with illegal mining across the country. Now, reps are probing 59 MDAs over COVID funds. The Public Account Committee of the House of Representatives has commenced an investigation into activities of 59 ministries, departments, and agencies, all alleged to have mismanaged COVID-19 intervention funds between 2020 and 2022. Now, in a statement on Tuesday, the House spokesman Akin Rotimi Jr. stated that the investigation commenced on Wednesday, January 7, and would end on Friday, January 26, 2024. Now, don't forget that the House had in October of 2023 resolved to investigate the management of those funds following a motion sponsored by a representative, Zakaria Douda Inyampa, from PDP Adamawa, titled Investigation of Alleged Mismanagement of COVID-19 Intervention Funds from 2020 to 2022. Now, also notice that yesterday while we were doing the Big Three, I did tell you that the presidency had received a statement, or released a statement saying that, the 3 billion that had the signature of the former House of Reps Speaker, who's now the Chief of Staff to Mr. President, was that amount of money was okayed by Mr. President. So there's no issue there, no misappropriation, no questions to be asked. Let's move away to Mieti Allah. Mieti Allah, the Fulani Sociocultural Association yesterday inaugurated a nomad volunteer vigilante group consisting of 1,144 volunteers to fight against banditry, kidnapping, and cattle rustling, and all forms of insecurity in Nasarawa State. Speaking at the inauguration in Lafia, the national president of the association said the volunteer vigilantes are carefully selected, screened, and profiled. He said they would operate within the ambit of the existing laws of the country. What are your thoughts? Now let's go to Rivers State quickly, and I need to take your thoughts and comments. While the Rivers State Assembly has asked that, the governor come back to represent that budget that he presented, that one that has been passed into law. Once the budget is presented, it goes straight into law. It's now law. They're asking him to come and represent that body. But then also, they have decided to reconfirm the former commissioners who resigned from Fulbara's cabinet. Take a listen to some of the things that they said during their proceedings in the House.
Those for 22, against nil, abstention nil. Those for as commissioners into the River State Executive Council are hereby confirmed. They are Zacchaeus Adango, SAN, DSSRS, Dr. Jacobson Mbina, DSSRS, Mr. Gift Wallo, Mrs. Inime Chumewaguma, DSSRS, Engineer Chukwemeka Woke, DSSRS, Professor Prince Chinedu Mom, DSSRS, Dr. George Kelly Alabo, DSSRS, Ben Choma, DSSRS. The clerk will forward a letter which will indicate the resolution of this 10th Assembly to His Excellency the Governor, so that these nominees that have been so confirmed can take their oaths of office as commissioners into the River State Executive Council. Clerk do so immediately after this sitting. Distinguished colleagues, let me also seize this opportunity to express our displeasure with the way staff of Government House refused to receive communication from this August Assembly. And it's important that I state this so that the House will take notice of the recalcitrant behavior of staff of the Government House towards this August Assembly, so that we'll take note of it. The Rivers House Assembly was, or rather the Rivers House Assembly has the mandate from the 1999 Constitution to make laws for the good governance of the states. And official communication from this House, when passed through the office of the clerk, ought to get to the governor. But we have noticed in the recent past that staff of Government House choose to send communication to us from the governor, but refuse to take the one to the governor from us. And let me place it on record, so that it will be recorded in the Hansard, that the staff of Government House, who was sent by the governor to bring this letter to us, brought this letter, and when he was asked to receive a letter to the governor, he declined to collect. So they prefer to send communication to us, but refuse to take communication from us.
Is a bit of what's been happening in the River State House of Assembly. Don't forget, these people, in the eyes of the law, are no longer members of that house. There needs to be a by-election, and they can, of course, are free to run for that office again. But as we speak, they're sitting. And if you heard the speaker, he said they have a right to make laws. And so he's also expressing displeasure as to how government staff have been dealing with them. So it brings a lot of things to question. I ask myself, could Fulbara be the one, plot his own downfall here? What exactly did he agree to when he agreed to whatever that thing was in that meeting, that communique? And what does this do to the government and the politics in River State? I've got a few minutes. Let me take one quick call. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. Oh, sorry about that. Do call me back. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, action lady. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good one. The Meitiala people, as far as they can stop this, good. But you remember, Sari the Kubo boasted that his men are all over the place, but at the end, what do we get? And the man who said they should not pay ransom, you are the chief security, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Your boss said the security is a thing of the past. Insecurity is a thing of the past. Today, what we have, they're asking of Kashin Shetima, who said he's going to be in charge of security. I'll be asking of that man. It's only in Nigeria they can do all this and get away. For those 16 lawmakers who decamped to APC, the court You see, you dine with all these politicians. You see how they're making jest of you? You know the court have declared their seat vacant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And today they are in the House, even passing law or making law. I wish them well. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Chris, for calling. I don't have time to take other calls. I'll just read a quick message. When we come back from the break, we'll take more calls and comments. I've got 30 seconds. Akim from Ikbaja says, reference to River State, we're a shameless country. They have used Supreme Court judgment to threaten the governor. Ha, ha, ha. This one says, hello, Marian. The law stipulates that the governor presents the list of commissioners' nominees. Did the governor present the list to this so-called house? Pahomie is asking me that question. I really can't answer that, can I? And this one says, lawmakers whose seats have been declared vacant but are still parading themselves as legislators is the height of illegality in the law enforcement agencies, and they're standing by and watching. Chucks from Ikorodu. I'm sorry, it's Chuks. Anyway, we got to go for this break. When we come back, we're still looking at the big story. Stay with us.
Stay one step ahead with the latest news and trending conversations here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Don't tell people you've added weight. Why are you losing weight?
Yeah.
You eating. No, it's not your business.
That money, the pass is good. That finally.
You should be patient and pray to God that God is going to answer our prayer.
Please, this is not all about prayer. It's not like everything is not prayer. That is Nigerian mentality. It's not finding happiness in your own. You pray.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Lagos, are you ready to be heard?
Hello, good morning, the microphone heavyweight. Oh my God, boom, boom, boom.
Hello, Kofi, good morning. I'm a first-time caller.
It's your voice that drives the conversation on the Morning Crossfire.
They are making people feel so disappointed about politics in Nigeria.
I want to really complain about the way everything is just skyrocketing because I'm so traumatized. I don't know if the government can do something to subsidize fuel or just in a way to just help citizens.
It is not done. It is not good. I know my right.
We want to hear from you, your opinions, your stories, your take on the hot topics shaping our city and nation.
Join Kofi Bartels for engaging debates, expert insights, and your voice at the heart of every discussion. Don't just listen, participate. Tune in to the Morning Crossfire. Weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk. Be a part of conversations that affect you, mothers, as well as your child on Maternity Line Show, where Zainab unearths motherhood through unique stories in reproductive health.
Pregnancy is quite challenging for me. For the first pregnancy, I had to deliver at 32 weeks.
I hit my tummy on the cervix, and immediately I was rushed to the hospital.
How about asking questions that benefit your child, babies, and toddlers?
Immunization for children has a lot of benefits. You vaccinate your child till the 15th month. Most parents stop at 6 months when their babies stop breastfeeding.
On the show that features experts and professionals across maternal and child health, join Zainab as she amplifies voices of women for better physical, mental, and social well-being. We discuss parenting.
My kid is a bit older now. When he was younger, it was a bit more stressful, but now we kind of work with each other.
My name is Ugo. Thank you for bringing up this topic. So I'm a single mother.
And even hand the mic over to allies who are men and fathers, creating better outcome for child and maternal practices. Join Zainab Fridays, 12:15 p.m. on 99.3 Nigeria Info on Maternity Line Show, an all-encompassing medium for every woman, mothers, and aspiring mothers.
It is easier to talk of poverty than to think of the poor.
Godfather, to negotiate with the European Union by December this year, 4,000 MOUs will be deployed in Europe.
To create a minimum standard of life below which no human being can fall is the elementary duty of the democratic state.
Kill corruption in our society. Let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them.
133 million Nigerians in multi-dimensional poverty is an open
We're seeing in Nigeria today. It's a tragedy that we are all witnessing because as we see things falling apart, the pressure instead is corruption.
And the people rail. Against politicians who equivocate. Theorize, postulate, dramatize.
I cannot vote anybody. I cannot vote for anybody again.
While the trite politics reduce even our very culture to the level of our poverty. And And so, you must know that not chance, not odds, but choice is the most fortunate of our options. The people must choose the state. On Nigeria Info. Coming soon.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Credible journalism, bridging the gap between people and those in authority. With Hard Facts, you are sure to get only the facts.
Tune in to Hard Facts with Marianne Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
And we're back. Let's go straight to the phone line. 0700 993 993 993. That's the number for you to call. We're looking at the big stories today on Hard Facts. We're live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itimian Crescent, Victoria Island. Did I say my name? Mary Ann Okon. All right. If you're a lady, call 02014657190. I'll take it slowly. 02014657190. I need the ladies to call me. And you can join the conversation via Skype if you're listening to us from outside of the country via mobile application or on our website, or you're watching us live on YouTube or facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. Please feel free to post your comments on our live stream or call us via Skype on Nigeria Info FM. Before I went on that break, I was trying to read some messages on WhatsApp. I will return to WhatsApp in a bit. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Maria.
Good afternoon.
Welcome on to this show.
Thank you.
If my memory serves me correctly, the man that said we shouldn't pay ransom, I think he's a defense personnel, right?
Yes, he is. Yes.
Maria, what has he been defending? Now, as much as I hate payment of ransom or crowdfunding for bandits, I want to say, what has this government, or the government that left, what measures have they put to nip banditry in the bud? Nothing. And so if our wards are kidnapped, then we should just leave them, let them die. What have they done about it? Don't pay ransom. Don't do this. Who started this ransom pay? Who started negotiating with bandits? These are the same people that would pay bandits after the whole thing. And they will now reincorporate them and hand over guns to them and say they have pardoned them and pay them salaries. It is only in Nigeria that bandits will come out to protest that they were not paid. When other people that have worked for the hard-earned money are not paid, bandits too will come out to Nigeria and publicly protest. Who and who have they caught so far?
Okay.
Or have they probed and say, okay, this kidnapper has been found culpable and brought to book, and he said we should not pay. He's good now. Should it because he's in his own safe spot or his own safe zone? I'm not happy.
Mr. Boli, I have to let you go. Your time is going. Yeah. Thank you very much for calling. 60 seconds. Always have that at the back of your mind, guys, when you call me. Christian is calling us from Ejigbo. Hello, Christian.
Marianne.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Engineer Christian from Ejigbo.
Mm-hmm.
See, Marianne, how come that we attribute every problem happening in Nigeria to foreigners? The bandits, we are told that are Nigerians. Now, those that cause the problem in Ibadan are Malians. But our defense apparatus were able to go to Kenya and got Nnamdi Kanu arrested and bring him back. But those that are terrorizing Nigerians, the foreigners in Nigeria here, we find it difficult picking them out. What a country it is. May they continue to do everything that they do. There will, a time will come, there will be this thing said, there was once a country called Nigeria. With the way things are going.
Well, I hope time doesn't come. Christian, thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. Emmanuel is calling us from Ekpe. Hello, Emmanuel. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, Media.
Yes.
Yeah, when the president was sworn in, one of the first visits, was from the former Zamfara state governor, who was pleading for how do they say this thing, for bandits, Senator Yerima. Definitely some of our leaders, know these people, we're making this unrest, giving us sleepless nights in this country, ripping us off of our own. How will you explain that farmers, we have to pay taxes to non-state actors, before they could go to their farm? You know, it's not just the benefit they are reaping from their farm, but for the food they are producing for this country. You know, and then we perhaps the leadership of the state, you know, is looking cold, you know, in attacking, facing this thing, you know, head on. I'm disappointed about the leadership of this country, you know, because something has to be done. No matter who's all this God, he's a former governor, he's a present governor, there are ways to go around it.
Okay.
You know, if you make example of the people sponsoring and then the powerful behind these guys, you won't sort this issue out.
Okay. All
Then,
right.
okay,
Emmanuel, your time is up. Yes. Thank you very much for calling. It's very important that we keep to our time, but also think about what you want to say so you can put it, you know, together in 60 seconds. It's interesting when, and I think that this deserves a whole conversation. You know, saying don't pay ransom. Hi, Mr. Minister. Let's try and play a game of what if. What if your daughters were snatched alongside you, sir, and one was killed, and then you were let go to go bring some money so that you can, you know, get them out of. You're not going to do it. I mean, sir, let's just take away all the security apparatuses that you have. Let's make you an average Nigerian who does not have the army or policemen in his pockets. Would you still, let me use the street lingo, with your full chest, be able to tell Nigerians not to pay ransom? And I'm not in any way, I'm one of those people who are not in support of ransoms, because it is one way of, you know, fueling the kidnap business, because they buy more guns, they build more momentum. More and more people see that I'm only ladies too, you know, and they're going to join up, because you see, unfortunately, Mr. Minister, there are not enough jobs, there are not enough opportunities, there's not an enabling environment for businesses to grow. The economic crunch is crunching every single person, and so everyone's eye is shining. What is the alternative, Mr. Minister? I want this to be a whole conversation for another day, but in just to re-echo what everyone else is saying, what would you have others do? What would you have that gentleman in custody do? And hi, Mr. Pantami, that showed us Shege with NIN. All of a sudden, it's not working? Really? Can you come and explain to us why that is? Hello. Ziggy's calling us from Ajao. Hello, Ziggy.
Miriam.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, make I gist you. You see, no Nigeria wants to be kidnapped. No Nigeria wants to pay ransom to anybody. But when the government, their primary responsibility is to secure me and you, have failed on that very primary responsibility, and Nigerians are eventually kidnapped in their own country, I want to put it to that minister or whoever that is saying that. What should Nigerians do? Is he guaranteeing us right now that we are secured? If he is guaranteeing us that we are secured, can he remove every down of his security details and begin to move in the streets of Nigeria just like me and you? If he begin to do that, then we will know that we are secured. But in a place whereby you have the DSS, you have every security apparatus following you, and you do not secure the people, and the people are kidnapped, and families are in their home crying, looking out for their loved one that is in the kidnap den. So what do they want Nigerians to do?
Okay. All right, Ziggy.
Miriam,
Ziggy, your time is up. Your time is up, Ziggy. Your time is up. I gave you a few seconds more. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Turn off your radio, please.
So good afternoon, Mary Anna.
Pina Estate.
Few weeks ago, I said something that Fubra is on a booby trap, and it's likely the second item on the Joyce 40 rules of power is playing out with Fubra, because on what Joyce discussed today, it says you can destroy your enemy when you make him a friend. I think they are about to destroy Fubra, and those are the signals he never noticed. He decided to tread without caution. He decided to embrace people who were wooing him for destruction. I said it that by the time they impeach him, it will be very clear on his eyes that you don't dine and wine with your enemies. Then on people who say they want to become the vigilantes of the land in order to fight the bandits, who are the real enemies of the land. They now want to pretend that they want to become the overnight vigilantes of the land, so that they will infiltrate into the most hidden part of the countryside in order to make sure.
How do you come up with these assumptions? How do you come up with these assumptions?
Okay, how I come up with it is because these people have been accused of being the reason for headers and these thing clashes. And they're not the real cause of headers farmers clashes. Okay. When we hear that there is issues of farmers being killed, who are the people who are killing the farmers? They're not the people.
Okay.
How are they pretending
I have to let you go. I have to let you go. I have to let you go, Merchant Man. Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate it. All right. Well, I want to go to social media and read some of your messages. We're live, facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Just search for us and you can watch us. I want to read all the messages that are coming in. Everyone gets carried along. Nobody's left out. Leave no man behind. All right, let's go to Facebook Live and read your messages. Soblet Oluwasegun here says, Ibadan governor with his speech saying illegal miners caused the blast in the loss of lives. The governor is the chief chief security officer of Oyo State. He's aware of what's happening in the state. Miners can't outwit government or cannot mine without government-approved license. Why is the governor lying to we Nigerians? This is not a country nor a nation, but a jungle, he says. Well, this is a country. Do you know what the jungle feels like? Usman Yahya here says, hello, Marian. The way the Governor Sim of Rivers is agreeing to all negotiation agreements made in Abuja, the governor should just know that he's not coming back in 2027 because all the conditions seem not to be in his favor. Okay, Usman. Dayo Dada here says, more than 8 months of your president has been sorrow, tears and blood, from fraudulent elections to corrupt individuals entering strategic positions, insecurities to economic disaster and inflation, compromised INEC and judiciary. They turned journalists to eye service propagandists, etc. 200 killed in Plateau, 270 killed but by your army in southern Kaduna killings. In Benue, Zamfara, bomb blast in Ibadan, etc. This is to tell your president that his ceremonial service chiefs have nothing to offer but eye service, falsehood and propaganda, telling you that blessed are those who do not expect from the Nigerian government, for they shall not be disappointed. It's a shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. Interesting. And that's from Facebook. Let me quickly move away from Facebook and go to WhatsApp because I want to read all the messages coming in on WhatsApp. Tragic incident. While commiserating with the government and the people of Oyo State over this sad incident, I thank them for their swift response to the situation, which has so far restored order in the area. I equally thank the first aid emergency responders for their efforts. May God grant them eternal rest. Okay. Olushogajai, thank you for your message. I'm stunned and puzzled at the same time. House of Assembly members saying they have the right, according to the 1999 Constitution, to make law. But they're the same people that have refused to obey the law of their seats being vacant. Politicians only follow the law when it suits them. Taiwo Hassan from Bariga. It's very interesting what's playing out in River State. And I mean, at some point I get very tired because it looks like they're going around in circles and no one wants to call a spade a spade. So everybody just, they play like, say, they no waiting they happen. This one says, very good afternoon and Happy New Year. It is very easy for Minister Balaru to say to the families of kidnapped victims that they should stop paying ransom. He should come and swear that he doesn't know that government have been paying ransoms for a long time now. What was Gumi doing before now? Badaru, as Minister of Nigeria, should focus on fixing unending insecurity. Nigerians have no choice for now but to pay ransom. Cletus, we do have a choice. It's just that the choice that we have to make is that if our governments and our security agencies are not going to be responsible to us, And I really can't blame security agencies. I blame the politicians. They need the willpower. Because the truth is, body language is what they read. And if these people, these so-called miscreants, know that our governments will not do anything and they will cave and we'll always have to pay ransom, they'll continue to kidnap us because they know that our leaders are not interested in protecting us. They're interested in protecting themselves and their assets. So we do have a choice. It's either we kick them out or we get them to do their jobs. Yes, we do have a choice. Mieti Allah creating security. Security outfits in Nasarawa is a time bomb. DJ, thank you. Nigeria. This one says democracy is nothing but Fuji House of commotion. How can the same lawmakers of the court that the court sacked are being asked to take a bow and go? No, it's not the lawmakers that are being asked to take a bow and go. It's the executives that resigned. Yes. He said these leaders are the same. They're the same set of round table. They've decided the future of over 200 million people. For the security minister that's asked Nigerians not to pay ransom, please tell him to pull security from himself and his family members. I wonder what kind of leaders are ruling Nigeria. Miolansky from Acute. Thank you. You've got so many messages, very little time. If you send me can you make them shorter so I can just run through them? This one says, I hope Mieti Allah security outfit will be patrolling with the police and Nigerian army, or else they will be creating another new outfit of bandits and kidnappers and terrorists under the face of Mieti Allah vigilante. And for illegal mining, the big cabals in the state are the sponsors and the engineers of the racket. And for ransom issue to kidnappers, if there's good governance, will any bandit or kidnapper or illegal miner or any militant ever strive? May God bless Nigeria. Salisu in Ojo. A very, very good question that you've asked. If we had proper security, these people will not be as powerful as they are today. There would not be even any. Oh, gracious. This one says, okay. This one says about River State Assembly members and the governor. They are standing on fraudulent practice from the onset. Says Marianne, don't pity them, they'll soon expire. Which one concern me there? I've got 7 minutes on the clock. If your message is too long, I'm not going to read it. I'm going to skip it because of time. This one says, I agree. Okay, I agree completely with the merchant man, Jonathan from Marlborough. Okay. Uche, Romeo says, Romeo is saying to me that my 1 minute for colors is disrespectful and ridiculous. Without colors, you won't be there. You're making hard facts unpopular. Oh, Romeo, I'm so sorry if you feel that way. All right, this one says, Uche from Sango says, you don't think to call them illegal is right? Uche, like I said, the people who are mining, yes, they are illegal. If the governor says they're illegal, then it means they're illegal. But then, of course, that means that the governor is also putting himself in trouble because he's the chief security officer of your state. Yes, meaning that you cannot have illegals in your state doing stuff in your backyard and you have not in any way dealt with it. So much so that they've now caused deaths of 5 people and who knows how many more. So yes, they are illegal, but how did they get there? How come they're mining something that is our own natural resource? Can it happen anywhere else? Oh, maybe in the Congo. But this one says, Usman says, please, can the governor use security vault money as compensation to victims? Seems a problem. Good afternoon. The late head of states, General Sani Abacha, said that when insurgency continues for so and so time, it's either the government know about it or they are behind it. As long as we keep selecting from the same corrupt leaders, Nigerians will continue to mourn. Okay, last message before I go back to the phone line. Someone says the drama going on in River State House of Assembly is just the true state of Nigeria as a country, where the constitution is no longer applied. Both the president and the governors determine how to run the affairs of the state the way it favors them. Ken from Oworo. Thank you very much, Oworo. I beg your pardon. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
This is Ben calling from Ikorodu. Good afternoon.
Hi, Ben. Go ahead.
I would love people to go and watch this movie. In my country, exactly what is happening in Nigeria is already it has already been acted. This minister that is saying that they should not pay ransom. Watch that film, you will see that the same minister was the first to take the action when it comes to the kidnapping. Please, in my country, and thank God it's in Nigeria, they acted that film. this country. Marianne, bye. That's all. They should go and watch it and see.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Marianne.
Yes.
I want to thank you for keeping the time on.
Robert, you called before. Let's allow other people call.
Thank you for keeping the time. You are doing good job, Jare.
Thank you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Marianne. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
God bless you. My name is Ndubisi calling from Janiki.
Go ahead.
Marianne, all the legal refinery in Southeast, in Niger Delta, I think Nigerian government have been destroying them for over how many months now? Since Tinubu took over. They have been destroying them. All the legal mining, all the legal refinery, I think.
Well,
hello?
I'm listening.
The ones that happen in Southwest, in Bauchi, all the illegal mining, the government, they're not aware. Our government are not aware. Nigerian government will keep on deceiving us.
But how are you a government and you're not aware? How? How is it a government and they're not aware?
The government of this state that this disaster happened. I think he said he don't know that they are mining something in that state. A governor from a state. I think so.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Marianne.
Okay.
Now, this minister come now say we should not pay for ransom for kidnapping. How will they kidnap my son? I will not pay for ransom when I have the money. When I know that the government will not help me and rescue my son. They're deceiving us, my sister. Please, anybody they kidnapping children. You should go and pay ransom and release the children.
All right,
DBC.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. We've got 2 more minutes on the clock. I'm going to take one quick call and then read some messages to wrap up. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact.
Hello, Miriam.
Good evening. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
My name is Prince Wise, calling you from Amwodofin.
Hello, Prince Wise. Go ahead, please.
I think what you need in River State is peace. If they can understand themselves and move on without problem, better for the governor, better for the state.
And even if the moving on means that you are contravening the laws of the land, is that what you mean by peace?
Nothing like that. It never happened in the state of Nigeria. You bring a bill to to the assembly and pass it in secondary and sign it. It never happened in this country before. And what we are trying to do, when somebody resign, I go back to it means start school remain as it is.
Sorry, Prince Wise, hold on. What are you insinuating? That they should repass, they should represent the something that has been signed into law already?
Those commissioners.
No. Answer me, sir. Answer me. You're saying that the budget that has been signed into law should be brought back and be represented again because
it's not legal. It's not legal.
Who says it's not legal? Who says
it's not legal? In the history of this country, you bring
Prince Wise. Have you ever been a member of the House of Assembly in your country, in your state?
I know the law that guides it.
And you know the law. You know the law because what are your credentials? Are you a lawyer?
I'm a lawyer. I'm a free lawyer. I'm a judge in my family.
Are you a lawyer? Do you know what the Constitution says in that regard? Because I can start reading it to you now.
The concern, let me say, somebody can base the concern and they are doing it.
God. You are not answering my questions. Okay, you can't call something illegal if it is legal, if it's in line with the Constitution. Exactly. So, but you're saying that what happened, which is that it was done in line with the Constitution. You're saying that it's illegal, but no, you're calling that illegal, and then you want something that is illegal to be done so that will be legal for you.
For me, what is going on there now? Anything can
you have 10 seconds. My time is up.
10 seconds, as I said. Anything that can bring peace to River State is what I'm after. I don't want problem for that River State. I don't want problem for the governor.
Okay.
Let everything remain.
All right. Well, I just have this to tell you. When there's no justice, there's no peace. Thank you very much, Prince Wise, for calling. We have to go for that news break. Break. When we come back, we'll be wrapping up on this side of the clock. Stay with us.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
It is easier to talk of poverty than to think of the poor.
I've gone further to negotiate with the European Union by December this year. 4,000 MOUs will be deployed in Europe.
To create a minimum standard of life below which no human being can fall, is the elementary duty of the democratic state.
Kill corruption in our society. Let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them.
133 million Nigerians in multi-dimensional poverty is an open veldt.
We're seeing in Nigeria today. It's a tragedy that we are all witnessing because as we see things falling apart, the pressure instead is corruption.
And the people rail.
So the poor now is choking. The poor is suffocating.
Against politicians who equivocate.
People are not going to vote because everybody's angry with the government.
Theorize, postulate, dramatize.
I cannot vote anybody. I cannot vote for anybody again.
While the trite politics reduce even our very culture to the level of our poverty. And so, you must know that not chance, not odds, but choice is the most fortunate of our options. The people must choose the state. On Nigeria Info. Coming soon.
Hello, friend.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.